Yesterday, I had a conversation with a good friend of mine about how recently I've been having really good lifts for almost about 3 months now. Every single time I go in, I either add reps, I add weight, or I get better form on each exercise. And when I look in the mirror, I look better than I did last lift, all while being in a calorie deficit and losing weight. Now, this kind of progress takes a certain amount of being locked in and true dedication to the process of getting stronger while on a deficit. And so we looked at how I've been training and how I've been eating and sleeping over the past week, and it became pretty obvious pretty fast what the problem was. To start off, I had stopped tracking my calories. And what happens when you stop tracking your calories is pretty much one of two things. Number one, you're either going to overeat and you're no longer going to be in a deficit, or number two, you're going to undereat in order to maintain that deficit, which is what I did, and you're going to end up undereating on everything. You're going to end up undereating on your carbs, on your fat, on your protein, and calories as well. Now, I did this because I didn't know what I was eating. When I track my calories, I can go and have a little snack. I can go and have this. Oh, I didn't get enough fat today. Let me eat some almonds. Oh, I didn't get enough carbs today. Let me get some rice, whatever it is. And I didn't have that information for me to be able to dial in my macronutrients and my calories. So I was just under eating and not getting all the things that I needed to perform as best I could. Now, number one, it's pretty obvious. You need carbohydrates to perform. They're the best source of energy for your body. And since I wasn't getting that, obviously I'm not going to be performing well in the gym. And the second thing I wanted to look at here was my fat content, which I was not getting enough of either. And if your fat content is not high enough, obviously you're going to be a little bit hormonal as your hormones are off. And I was finding that I was getting a little bit moody and my sleep was suffering as well. Additionally, I had been trying to read and finish The Odyssey before I went and saw the movie. Now, unfortunately, that was a little bit in vain. I have tickets to see it tonight, and I didn't finish the book, but I will be finishing it, even though I saw the movie first. And I think there's a pretty valuable lesson to learn from this, not from my lack of good reading skills, but from the idea that a lot of people would try to work harder and not smarter, but sometimes you need to take a step back and you need to look at why it is you're suffering in the ways that you are suffering, whether that be at anything in life or in the gym like I was. Now, don't get me wrong, a real hard-headed mentality can have its advantages. I do enjoy the David Goggins and the Diamond Gyms in the world, but at the same time, you do need to take an actual analytical look of the different things and facets in your life. Sometimes there may be things holding you back. Pushing yourself to the absolute limit all the time, especially when everything in your life is not in check, can have ultimately a more negative effect on your life than it does a positive. And once you've taken an analysis of the things in your life that are going wrong, that are causing you to actually struggle, you can go back and correct them. Once I identified that, hey, pretty much everything was off, rather than just pushing myself in the gym for the next couple of days, trying to keep on track, what I did was I took 3 rest days in a row, which I have not done in months, maybe years. And I meal prepped and I slept well and I got back on my supplements and I made sure that all of my macronutrients and calories were on exact point. And then I came back in the gym today and I absolutely crushed it. Every single exercise I did, either I improved in form, I upped the weight, or I increased the reps. And here you're about to see, this is one of the best looks I personally have ever had. Now, I am possibly a little bit leaner than I should be, and that's due to the fact that I was not getting the calories that I needed, and therefore I shed fat a little bit faster. And even though I may not have been performing well in the gym, I do work blue collar, so I do expend quite a bit of calories every day, no matter what's happening. On top of that, I still do mow my lawn and walk my dog and have all of these other facets to make sure that I am not a sedentary person. But as you can see here, the chest is coming out nice. The arms look fuller than I think they really ever have before, and you can see my lats popping out back from behind my chest. Now, if I had just kept pushing myself through, I think I probably would be in an even deeper rut now than I was feeling on Wednesday when I went in for that push day, where I really did not feel my best. But instead, I took a step back, I identified the problem, I fixed those problems, and then I came back in and I crushed it. And I think that that is one of the most important things that anybody can do with lifting or anything else that's going wrong in your life. Take a look at what's going on, not just at the thing that you're struggling with, but the other parts of your life that could affect that, fix it, and then get back to work.